In this video, I'm going to demonstrate the proper use of approved containers to disperse chemicals on the job site, label the containers correctly so it won't be mistaken for something else, and to practice these methods every time to avoid serious injury or death of other workers. Stated in OSHA Standard 1910.1200 F9, the employer shall ensure that labels or other forms of warning are legible in English and prominently displayed on the container or readily available in the work area throughout each work shift. Also, it's a good idea if the employer has employees speaking another language to have the containers labeled in their language as well. All chemical containers come with a label. The original label of most containers purchased in recent years provides detailed information on the properties of health hazards of the chemical and should never be defaced or removed unless the container is empty and well rinsed. All containers should be dated and inventoried upon arrival at the job site and dated again when first opened. As a general rule, if the material is transferred from the original container to other containers, such as making a solution or chemical and repacking into smaller bottles or other containers for redistribution across the job site, all secondary containers need to be properly labeled with the full name of materials in the container, concentration of the solution or mixture, and the date and the name of the individual who made the solution from the original chemical mixture. In this part of the video, I'm going to discuss 3 different types of containers and discuss the labels that come on these. In this example of a secondary container, it's obviously made for a small portion of gasoline, has the warning label on it: danger, extremely flammable, vapors can explode, and harmful or fatal swallows. It also follows with some immediate first aid, talking about do not induce vomiting, call physician, so on and so on. And it also, on the reverse side, gives the classification by the UL showing that it's an approved secondary container. In this example, it's a larger container of chemicals. It's obviously paint thinner, and in this example, they have it in 2 languages, English and Spanish, for both the label of the chemical as well as what it's used for. And then down at the bottom, they have the immediate safety information in English and Spanish as well. And then on the back, it goes into detail about what to do if the chemical is ingested, as well as more detailed labels for the chemical. In this third example of a small use of containers on a job site, this is obviously a lacquer thinner, similar to the paint thinner. Also comes with 2 languages printed on it. This label is printed in color. It's a whole lot more obvious for people to actually stop and read it using the bright colors. And again, has the immediate warnings on it, and then on the back, the more detailed first aid and what to do if it's consumed by someone. This is an example of what not to do for a secondary container on a job site. Normally, you would use something like this. This is supposed to be used for gasoline, but it would be an approved container to transfer just about any volatile chemical on a job site. Instead, some people get lax and they like to use something like Sonic cup, 20-ounce Coke bottle, other cups and small container things like that are normally around a job site. And they take, for instance, your lacquer thinner, pour it in there, not think anything about it, set it down. Somebody from the next shift comes in, they can pick it up, drink it, and end up in the hospital or even dead. By watching this video, I hope you learn more about the OSHA standard for labeling containers correctly on a job site, using approved containers to transport chemicals in smaller quantities around the job site, and to use these practices every time to avoid serious injury to you and other workers.